Hey everybody, it's me, Lauren, and this is my first ever videoed yoga class. I have been putting this off for a while, mostly because of nerves and not being prepared, and I just said fuck it and let's just do it today. So as you can see, I'm not in the traditional yoga attire, which is okay. You don't need to be in yoga clothes, spandex, yoga pants, whatever, leggings, those are what they're called, to enjoy your yoga practice. You just need loose, comfy clothes. And you can just be out of the bed in the morning like I am right now. I haven't brushed my teeth yet. So I just want to make sure you're as comfortable as possible to practice with me today. Also, I just wanted to invite you to either follow along exactly as I teach, or just use me as motivation to do your own practice. Sometimes I put on a yoga video to follow and I end up doing my own thing. I just needed that little bit of motivation to start my own practice. So if you follow along with me, great. If you don't, great. Just get on your mat and enjoy yourself. So we're going to begin in simple seat or in a hero position, which is on your knees, like so, whatever's comfortable for you. Listen to your body throughout this whole practice, please. I have no idea how your body is feeling, obviously, since I'm recording this and you're somewhere in the world. So please, if it hurts, don't do it. There's always a modification. So, with that being said, close your eyes and just breathe normally. Close your mouth and breathe through your nose. Just noticing your breath and scan your body. Where are you feeling tense? If you are like me and you just woke up, it's a lot of places. It's my neck, my chest, my shoulders. But scan your body. What are you feeling? What feels crunchy, tight? And once you get a sense of how your body's feeling, wherever there is a crunchy place, send your breath there. Every inhale breaks up those little tangles, and every exhale washes them away. Begin to deepen your breath. Maybe place your hands on your tummy and feel your belly expand with every inhale. And feel your belly button meet your spine on every exhale. Maybe you deepen your breath so that it goes to your rib cage. Deepen it even further so it goes to your chest. Until you find your deepest breath. One more really good breath in. And sigh it out with an open mouth. Change the crossing of your legs. Place your fingertips by your sides, touching the mat. And we're going to offer some sun breaths. On your inhale, you're going to lift your arms. When you reach your shoulders, you're flipping your palms, and then you're reaching up as far as you can go without any pain. And exhale, reverse it. Reach your shoulders, flip your palms, and touch your mat. Inhale, flip, touch. Exhale, flip, touch. You can close your eyes here and follow your own breath. You don't have to go as fast as me, you can go slower. Just feel your body. What does it need? Do you want to pause in the center? Do you want to go super slow so you can feel every muscle in your arms? Continue doing this for a few more breaths. And when you meet at the top, exhale, twist to your left. Fall where you land, don't force it. Your right hand is gently resting on your knee. Your left hand is gently placed behind your hip. Don't want to force the twist. Feel it out. For example, right now, I know if I force this twist, I'm going to hurt myself. I'm super tight in my back right now. So I'm just going to breathe. But if you know that your body is open, you can inhale to get a bit longer. Exhale, twist a little bit more to your left. Baby steps. Engage your core to protect your spine. Inhale, reach up again. Fingers touch if you're open. Exhale, twist over to your right. Again, just following where you land. Make sure your chest is up and open. You don't want to be concave. Top of your head is reaching up towards the ceiling, like you have a string pulling you straight up. Again, your core is engaged. That's your belly, your sides, and your back. Breathe. Shoulders are melting back. Again, if you feel you are open, inhale to get a bit longer. Exhale, go deeper into the twist. If not, just stay here. Maybe you can't even twist this much and you're right here. It's fine. Be where your body wants you to be. Even if that's lying down and you're just listening to my voice, that's perfectly okay. You are still doing your yoga. If you're in the twist, inhale, reach up to the sky. Exhale, hands down to the mat, and find yourself in tabletop. Your hands are directly under your shoulders. Your knees are directly under your hips. You're pressing down with the inside bone of your palm on your wrist. Your fingertips are pressing into the mat. Your shins are pressing into the mat. And your core is engaged. You're gazing down at your mat. And on an inhale, you look up for cow. Exhale, arch your spine for cat. Inhale, cow. Don't over exaggerate your neck. Just pop it up a little bit. You can hang out here, you can continue on to cat. Pushing the mat away, engaging your core, just waking up the body. Find your center and a neutral spine. Dreads are in the way. And we are going to extend your left leg. Toes pressing down into the mat. Heel is reaching to the back. Your hands are still directly under your shoulders. We're just elongating those leg muscles. Shoulders are melting back. Bring your left leg back and switch to the right. Again, toes pressing into the mat, heel reaching back. Breathe. Come back to table. Flip your toes under and sit back on your heels. Make sure your pinky toe is curling under as well. This is really good for your feet. We're going to do some wrist warm-ups here. So put your wrists together and make sure that they stay together. And we're going to spin, warming up our wrists. Hopefully this is helping you to ignore any tension you feel in your feet. Again, keeping your wrists together at all times. Pause and go in the opposite direction. And shake out your wrists. In yoga, our wrists become our ankles a lot. Whether you're into inversions or you're just doing down dog or plank, your wrists hold a lot of weight. We want to protect them. Now let's save your toes. Come back into table and tap out your feet. Blood rushing back into those toesies. And we are going to go into puppy pose to open up our shoulders a bit. So keeping your hips where they are, we're going to reach your hands forward and try to get your chest, chin, whatever, to the mat. If you cannot, blocks are awesome, especially if you're very tight in your back. This will help you stabilize. Keep your core engaged. and feel that opening in your shoulders. You can also get a nice opening in your shoulders in child's pose, spreading your knees wide, reaching forward. Your forehead is to the mat, and if you cupcake your hands or your fingertips are only on the mat, like you have a cupcake under there and you don't want to squish it, you can feel a nice opening in your shoulders as well. From here, we're going to go into down dog. So flip your toes, reach your hips back, and find your down dog. Again, pressing on the thumb side of your wrist to protect your wrist. Walk your dog, wake up the body. Find stillness when you're ready. Inhale, lift up your toes. Reach your belly towards your thighs. Exhale, bring your hips to the mat. It's okay if they do not touch. Just intend to reach them towards your mat. Breathe. If you're like me, you might be shaking a little. I'm super tight everywhere. And we're gonna walk our hands back and find a forward fold. Bend your knees here a little bit if you have tight legs, or if you find that your spine is rounding, bend your knees. You want a nice straight back. Just breathe here. Give your neck a break from holding up your heavy ass head. Maybe you sway back and forth. Maybe your hands are grabbing opposite elbows for traditional ragdoll. Maybe they're reaching behind your legs. Maybe you're offering another wrist stretch where you bring your entire hand under your feet, where your toes are massaging your wrists. Any excuse you can strengthen or warm up your wrists, take it. I often forget, so I do it during my practice. Your belly is touching your thighs. Just let it rest there. If that means bending your knees a whole hell of a lot, then bend those knees. We're going to offer a flat back here. So inhale, place your hands on your shins if you wish. You can also use blocks. What we want here is a nice tabletop back, nice flat. And fold forward. Inhale to a flat back. And place your hands on your hips. And hinge from your hips all the way up to standing. I need to face you. It's just easier. We're going to offer some side openings. So keeping your feet hips width apart, using your block to sort of measure that helps. So you want your big toes on the edge of that block, and you're about hips width apart here. Right now we're in mountain with our palms facing forward. Shoulders have melted back. Your core is engaged. Your chest is lifted. You have a micro bend in your knees. And on an inhale, lift your arms up like we did in the beginning. If you have the opening, your fingertips can touch. Bring your left hand down, making sure you're pressing evenly between both feet. Especially focus on the right foot because we're going to reach up with our right hand, reach down with our left hand, and that makes our opposite hip want to pop out, but we want to keep them nice and square. And feel this opening along your right side. If your neck is hurting, you can move it wherever you feel best. You can look up, you can look down, you can look at me. Inhale, switch. Exhale, realign your feet. Engage that core here. Protect your spine. Maybe lift your toes and place them down. Make sure you're not going like this. You want a nice open chest. Reach up. We're going to go into goddess arms. So, with your pinkies facing me, pull down. Open your chest. Maybe look up a little. Reach up. And hinging from the hips, fold forward. Let your head hang. And we're going to come into Malasana, squat. So widen your legs. And slowly bend your knees. And come into squat. If this is uncomfortable for you, you can use your block as a chair. You want your elbows to meet the inside of your knees. You want to make sure your back is straight. You don't want to be like this. This does nothing for you. So, chest up and inviting. Shoulders melting back out of your ears. Feel the opening in your hips. If you have the opening in your back, you can twist open. So we'll start with the left. So placing your left tricep on the inside of your left bent knee. You're going to open. This is step one. You can invite your chest open more by bringing your arm back. So your chest is open. Your core is engaged here. Protect your spine. If you want to offer a bind, you can flip your top palm, bring it back around. You can either grab your inner thigh, or you can take this hand and meet the other hand. I'm not open for that today, so I will let you experience that lovely feeling. Breathe here. Remember, your chest is open. If your chest is not open, your shoulder isn't open, and you're gonna crunch up. So if you can't do an open chest, find the position where it offers an open chest. If that's just right here, then that's just right here. Accept that part of your body and know where you need to work on opening. It's okay. If you're not even here, that's fine. You can still be here. You can totally not be doing what I'm doing right now. It's fine. Trust your body. We're going to go to the other side. Again, tricep. Open up. Stay here if you wish. Or you can open it further. Invite that chest to greet the sky. You can flip the top palm, bring it around, and grab your thigh, give it a squeeze. If that's too much for your shoulder, like it is for me, I'm just going to hang out right here. Breathe. Come back into Malasana. We're gonna go into crow. If you're freaking out and you're like, I have no idea what the hell you're talking about, don't worry. For those of you who know how to do crow, go ahead. So we're going to place our hands in front of us. If you're nervous, you can use a pillow to protect your head. So you can't see what I'm doing, so I'm gonna move the pillow. Hands are in front of you. You're gonna go either onto your tippy toes, or you're going to use your trusty block. Stand on your block. Get back into the open knee position. You want your knees, there's two different ways that people do this. There's knees on your triceps, which if you're a beginner, it causes a lot of bruising and it kind of hurts. Or you can squeeze your arms with your knees. So your hands are down here. You're going to get your butt in the air. You're going to look at me, or try to look at me. Just keep your head up. And you're going to balance, arch your spine like you're in cat. Try to look up at me and lift one foot and then the other into the air. Breathe and hold here. If you can only have one foot up, that's fine. If you have both foot up, that's fine. If you can't speak English, that's fine. And come back down to your mat or your block. And come into child's pose. I prefer wide-legged child's pose, but you can have your knees closed. Like so. I just like the opening. Come back up and lie down on your back and prepare for bridge pose. So, your favorite finger, your middle one, is going to reach for your heels. Your feet are hips width apart. On an inhale, you're going to lift your hips. You're going to bend your arms so that your triceps are pressing into the mat. This gives you a more open chest. It engages your triceps and it lifts your hips a little bit more. Without moving your feet, you're going to pull your heels toward the top of your body. You're going to squeeze your thighs together, not like super together, but intend to, and breathe. We are doing this to strengthen the hips that we just lengthened with the Mangalasana pose and the crow. Lengthening and strengthening is the deal here. You don't want to be a loose, floppy noodle. If this is too much for you, blocks are awesome. You can just place that under your sacrum, which is the place where your pajamas, mine are pajamas, wherever your pants are, and just keep those engagement points. You can keep squeezing here. If you want more of a challenge, you can place that block between your thighs and squeeze the fuck out of it. Exhale, come down. That was a nice long one, so we don't have to do it again. And windshield wipe your knees back and forth. I know it feels like you want to bring your knees into your chest right now, but we need to neutralize the spine first. You don't want to be a paperclip that gets bent back and forth. So we pause in between. And bring your feet to the sides of your mat, your knees together for knee knocker pose. You can have your hands in Shavasana. You can place one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. You can place your palms together, thumb knuckles on your third eye, and give yourself a little massage. Whatever feels. Open up your knees, bring your bottoms of your feet together and place them on the mat. Your knees are wide open. Here I like to place one hand on my belly, one hand on my chest. If this is too much for your hips, blocks are awesome. You can place them under your knees to support and stop that exhilarating pull on your hips. And breathe here. Maybe you inhale for a count of 4, hold that breath for a count of 7, and exhale that breath for a count of 8. I'll count it for you. So inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can continue that breath. It activates your rest and digest. It's great for when you have an anxiety attack. Just gets everything back in order in your body. Gently bring your knees together. Now we can bring our knees to our chests and give ourselves a squeeze. Oh yeah, that feels so good. Rock back and forth. You can do some happy baby, where you reach the inside of your feet, the outside of your feet, your big toe, and just pull your knees towards your armpits. Open up those hips. You can also do Vipa Parita, where you place your trusty block where the hem of your pants meets your back, your sacrum. You can lift your legs up. This is really good for when you're battling insomnia. Do this for 15 minutes while you're trying to get some sleep, and it will help. I get too impatient, so I've yet to see if that actually works. You can do a handstand here, headstand, forearm stand. Just a nice inversion to flip all that blood. And we're going to find Shavasana here. So, find a comfortable position lying down. Maybe get some layers, socks, sweater. Get some pillows. I don't have my bolster with me, but if you have low back problems, you can place this under your knees. Oh, heaven. And just lie down for 7 minutes. Just let everything go. Feel your body melt into the mat. The earth is holding you up. No more efforting. You've done all the hard work. Take one big breath in through your nose and sigh it out through your mouth. And enjoy your Shavasana. After your 7 minutes, wiggle your fingers and toes, ankles and wrists. Rock your head back and forth. Reach your arms up above your head. Big inhale. Stretch, 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 stretch. Exhale. Let it go. Bring your knees into your chest. Maybe rock it back and forth before falling over to your favorite side. Resting your head on your arm or your mat. Taking these last few moments for yourself. Pushing up into a comfortable seat, eyes still closed. Take a big breath in. Sigh it out. Hands to heart center. Thumb knuckles to your third eye. We bow and say namaste. Open your palms, releasing the energy you just created into the world of self-love and compassion. And I hope you enjoyed this practice. Thank you very much, and we will see you when I see you. Namaste.